Welcome. Hi, everybody out there. Happy Friday. I hope you all have had a good week. Welcome to the Friday Facts Live series. If it's your first time joining me, I'm Dr. Shayla Toombs-Withers, plant-based physician, owner of Essence of Health Wellness Clinic and Coaching. Thanks for joining me out there, Innovate Man. Thanks for joining me, Miles with Smiles. If you're watching live, feel free to join in this discussion. Leave any questions, comments. If you're watching the replay, I always invite you to do the same. Leave any questions or comments. I do read the comments and happy to follow back up with you if you have questions from today's discussion. So, if it's your first time joining me, like I said, I'm Dr. Shayla Toombs-Withers. And in the month of May, I have been highlighting Mental Health Awareness Month. And every Friday, I'll be bringing you topics related to mental health care this month on the Friday Facts Live series. As a physician, I seek to help those challenged by mental health conditions by destigmatizing mental health conditions and the need for support, and by educating others on helpful ways of improving their own mental health and on helpful ways to be a supporter for others who are experiencing mental health challenges. Now, for today's discussion, I'm excited about today's discussion because I do enjoy talking about nutrition. And in today's mental health discussion, I wanted to chat with you all about the concept of food and mood. Now, not only is this a rhyming statement, and that's not why I chose it, but there is a correlation between what we eat and how we feel. Studies show that inflammation within the body and the brain can be a contributing factor to mental health conditions. So let's break this down just a bit further. When we think about what foods typically contribute to inflammation within the body, those would be those highly processed foods like packaged snacks, sugary drinks, refined grains like crackers and cereal, white bread, even red meat. So your beef, your pork, your bacon, hot dogs, those things, cheese, dairy products, butter, and oils. All of these foods will typically contribute to inflammation within your body and within your brain. Where, on the contrary, those more plant based foods like dark leafy greens and cruciferous vegetables, these foods actually have natural anti inflammatory properties. And so they actually help to fight against that inflammation within the body and within the brain. And so, in that manner, they can actually boost your mood and help to prevent those factors that the inflammatory process can cause as it relates to your mood and your mental health. I often see folks in my practice who have low vitamin levels. So that could be vitamin D, vitamin B12, vitamin B6, folic acid, a number of low vitamin levels. And these things can also contribute to fatigue and mood disorders. These same processed foods don't contain the typically necessary vitamins and minerals that you need to maintain a healthy state versus if you ate more plant-based foods, you would naturally get those vitamins and minerals within the food that you consume. Now, I encourage you to take a listen to the Essence of Health Tea Time podcast, particularly episode 32, where I discuss important components of your yearly wellness exam, and including the importance of vitamin testing. And that's because these small changes can have such a great impact on your mood and your mental health. And so I know some of you out there may be thinking and asking, well, what about B12? Isn't that going to be low if I only eat a bunch of plants? And I certainly discussed that on that podcast episode. So go check it out. And I'll give you the synopsis. So the long story short is that your B12 can be too low, actually, regardless of if you just eat plants or if you eat plants and animal products. I've seen B12 deficiencies personally within my patients, even amongst my steak and potato folks. So it's not just that if you are vegetarian or vegan or plant-based that you'll be B12 deficient. And B12 can have a significant impact on your mood, but it's easy to supplement. So that's not a reason to not eat more plants on your plate. Other aspects of our diet that can impact our mental health are related to those hormones and neurotransmitters that our brain actually need to function properly to support a healthy mood balance for us. There have been some studies out there that have shown that there's a connection to what's happening within our gut or within our digestive system, our bellies, and its correlation to what is actually happening within our brains. And this is called the gut brain connection. And on another podcast episode that I did with a psychologist, I want you to take a listen to that one where we definitely dove into the gut brain connection. But the gut contains lots of nervous system components and microorganisms, including bacteria, fungi, and other microbes that usually help us to digest food healthfully. But when we eat those unhealthy foods, this upsets this particular connection in this process, and it sets this process out of balance, therefore affecting our brain and the signals that it needs to function properly for our mental health. When this happens, it can affect our mood and make us feel sad or upset. That's why it's important to eat healthy foods that keep this connection within balance and that keeps your belly happy, like those fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Now, I'll leave you with this. So think about how you felt the last time you ate a fast food meal. If you had the typical cheeseburger or bacon double, whatever, fries, a soda, you probably felt pretty sluggish and tired, not very energized. You certainly weren't going to go run out and run a mile after eating a meal like that. Versus now think about how you felt when you ate something more helpful, like probably something you cooked at home, or if you had a salad instead, or had a bowl of fruit, then you likely felt more insightful. You probably went in was able to be more productive with your work, and then you probably would have been able to run that mile. And so this is just really because of the impact that the food we eat has on our brains. So, friends, eat healthfully and happily. Now, beyond improving your diet, treatment is possible for mental health conditions, including counseling therapy and medication therapy. So, I encourage you to seek help and never feel like you have to suffer in silence. Let's prioritize our mental health, not just in the month of May, but for every day of the year. If you, a friend, or a family member are experiencing a mental health crisis, I encourage you to reach out immediately to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. You can call 988 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can also text the word home, HOME, to 741-741. Or you can go online and do an online chat at 988lifeline.org. If you felt down, sad, tearful, anxious, or having trouble sleeping or problems with concentration, all of these can be a sign of a mental health condition. And so I do encourage you to reach out to your local doctor for support and resources. And if you don't have a doctor, then there are lots of free online resources also to help you understand what condition you may be experiencing. Remember, you are not alone and you are important. Thanks so much for joining me today. For more health tips, I want you to grab your free copy of my ebook at drshayla.com/ebook. And I'm going to put that link here for you so you can have it and grab it. And I invite you to learn more about me, the Essence of Health Signature Coaching Program, and Essence of Health Wellness Clinic and Coaching at eohcoaching.com. You can tune in every Tuesday for a new episode of my podcast, the Essence of Health Tea Time Podcast, on your favorite podcast app for all things health, wellness, and plant-based nutrition. Follow me on social media at Essence of Health Wellness Clinic on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, Dr. Shayla on TikTok, and Shayla TW on LinkedIn. I look forward to working with you, friend. And I offer a free strategy session so that we can chat one-on-one about how to help you achieve your health goals this year. Have a great weekend. I'll see you live next week. The essence of health is in you.